What up, YouTube? I have a new piece for you guys. This piece, I was actually just sitting here trying to debate whether I was going to send this piece or whether I was going to post it because it's really personal. And I was like, do I want YouTube really all up in my business like that? So I just figured, everything that I have posted has been something in relation to something that really happened to me. Like I don't post any facade. I don't post anything that is fantasy. I mean, some of it may be, you know, a little stretch, but it comes from something that actually happened, you know. And so this is no different. It's just on a different level. I mean, everything that I have posted has been on something that has actually occurred in my life, and some of them, um, like maybe the last poem, are on a different level of occurrence, but it's an occurrence nonetheless. So this poem is, like I said, no different. It is something that is definitely more personal than the other things, or definitely on a different level of, you know, different level of my life. This is, you know, from the past. I hope I don't offend any of the parties involved, but if I do, I mean, it is what it is. They're my words. It's how I feel. It's things that I've been through. Things, you know, my side of the story per se. So, without further ado, here's my piece. It is entitled Brickwall. Hope you like it. With no one to talk to, I'm staring at this brick wall. I've never been a cliche. I was forced to walk before I crawl. But see, I'm a big girl now, no longer living in the past. But so many things have gone unanswered, so many questions I want to ask. Why did you make the choice you made when you left me that day? Why'd you walk out of my life when you could have just stayed? I never even met you, never once saw your face. But I'm certain that I loved you. Did you not love me the same? But none of that even matters, because see, that memory fades away. Then, 2 years later, your position was replaced. Now I officially have a stepdad, although I never knew another. 2 years after mom and stepdad got together, they made me a little brother. But now I'm forced to share his dad and our mother. I had no one to call my own, it's what I later discovered. See, stepdad was once all mine, but now their bond is stronger. It's like he cared for him more, although he knew me much longer. But in the beginning, it was all good, and everything was peachy keen. We were one big happy family, at least that's the way it seemed. But I had so much hurt growing in my heart, but no one really knew it. When mom and stepdad got into it, I felt like I was the one who blew it. So many fights I had to witness, another notch in his belt. My tears boiled from the fire in the pit of my stomach, causing my heart to melt. So my heart was replaced by this brick wall, the one I'm talking to at the moment. I want to shed tears on the subject, but my brick wall doesn't condone it. See, mother says I should forgive, and that's something that I know. But if it were that easy, believe me, I would. I would simply let it go. But the memories seem permanent, etched in ink like a tattoo. A painting on my mental, stained with black and blue, or maybe even purple or a dark shade of red. See, my memories turn to nightmares, so I just lie awake in my bed. Who made you a makeup artist, painting her face like Picasso, using your fists as paintbrushes, which landed her in the hospital? I remember coming home. You said mommy was sick. Yet another lie told even caused her to slit her wrist. But see, my mother's a strong woman, and I've seen her at her lowest, but she rose to the top, and you can ask me how I know this. You walked into our room. Me and little brother were asleep. You woke me up out of nowhere, but you left him tucked in his sheets. Mom's face was more than swollen, eyes leaking with tears. You had questions you wanted answered, while my heart was filled with fears. But you finally asked your question, and I would not tell a lie. But you smacked me anyway. The first time, I didn't cry. But you kept asking the same question, and I kept trying to give you proof. But you smacked me anyway. It's like you didn't want to believe the truth. The third time you hit me, I fell. I said, Daddy, you can even ask little brother. But you would not wake him up. Just kept abusing me and mother. But it seems like no one remembers this. Just like I don't remember you. They expect my memory to fade away and just disappear out of the blue. All this pain I have inside, they expect me to neglect and regain love for a man that I no longer respect. See, I was going to call this poem Father Figures, but this is certainly not about y'all. It's about my father up above who is greater than them all. See, through him I learned forgiveness, because I'm not perfect at all. But I know that God will lift us up. Through him I learned forgiveness, because I'm not perfect at all. But I'm thankful for the fact that I no longer have to talk to this brick wall. See, sometimes love will knock you down and it seems there's no one you can call. But through my mother, I learned to know that God will lift us up no matter how many times we fall. Thank you. So that was my piece, Brickwall. Like I said, it's a very personal piece. You can let me know what you think. I take constructive criticism well. Yeah, so like I said, I hope I don't offend any parties involved, but if you're offended, it's probably because it's true. Because you're only offended by something that is true to you or, close to your heart. So, sometimes the truth hurts. And I just wanted to let my truth out. And like I said, maybe somebody needs to hear this. Maybe it'll bless somebody that can get out of a situation and know that, there's still something better for you. Like I said, eventually my mom got out and she's happily married now. So, sometimes people need to hear somebody else's story and able to get out of a situation that they're in. And I have no problem being that story that someone may need to hear. Because like I said, I'm a big girl now and, that stuff happened then. And, it still hurts to think about, but I'm in the process, or I'm learning to forgive, but I certainly haven't forgotten. To my dad, my father, I met him, and we have a relationship now. I love him. I'm glad that we found each other. And to the dad that raised me, I still have love for him. It's not the same kind of love. And the poem really is from situations I've been in as a child. So it's like a child. It's an adult, but it's like the adult child within me. Just thinking back. So, like I said, maybe somebody can take something from the words that I said, and maybe not. But I'm glad to get it off my chest, and I appreciate you guys for being here to listen. Yeah, that's really it. You can follow me on Twitter. I love poetically. I love _poetically. It's lowercase I, capital LUV _poetically. And like I said, that's on Twitter. And yeah, until pen meets paper again. Peace and love. 100.